Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jarrett Gaming. Yes, it is I, Jarrett Gaming, minus a beard. Yes, I look a bit different. First time in about 8 years, I reckon, I've had a proper shave. It's just I was in the garden, working in the garden today. So hot. It was so hot. We've had like a heat wave here at the minute. It's like 27, 28 degrees. So hot and humid that I was just like, I can't have this beard whilst it's this hot. So yeah, I was well, do you know what? Fine. Found an old razor, probably blunt as anything, and gave himself a little shave. So there we are, a little bit cooler, and probably looking a little bit more baby faced. But there we go. It'll grow back. You'll see me in a week's time. It'll be back to normal Jarek. So anyway, right. The reason I am here is because, as you've probably seen in a few of the other content creator videos and some news and bits and bobs, that there are going to be some artifact, I don't know if they're all buffs, I wouldn't say buffs, but amendments, shall we say, changes, artifact changes, enhancements, definitely some nerfs. So I just wanted to make some short videos. I'm not going to go too long on them. The main reason really is because you know, they're not even in the live game yet, so I can't really do too much. All I can kind of do is give my view on, you know, is it improvement? Is it, you know, is it going to help? And kind of like who I would like to put it on, these artifacts. So this first video will be starting with Retaliation, which has gone from a 4-piece set with 35% chance of counterattacking when hit, down to a 2-piece set with 15% chance to counterattack. Now, we have lost some percentage chance, admittedly, yes, but I think this just opens it up to be such a much more flexible set to use. You know, I'm probably tempted to put this on a lot of my champs instead of the crawl in some ways, just because, I mean, 5% of enemy's defense versus a chance to come back and smack them with, you know, an A1 that potentially could stun, provoke, freeze, anything like that. I think that outweighs the chance of doing a little bit more damage. So that for me is why I think this change, and not just PvP, but this change for Retaliation is amazing. It's great. It really is good. I don't think this gets much use at the minute with a lot of champions. I used to use Retaliation with Vizier when I had a 2-key Ultra Nightmare team. I think is he actually in the vault, or where is he? I don't know if I even use him anymore. No, he's still here. Yeah, I used to use Vizier for his A1 to extend all of the poison buffs and poison sensitivity buffs, and I think even the HP burns. So that was his main role. I didn't have him doing anything else in the Fire Knight at all. Where is my man? My man Vizier, there he is. As you say, totally stripped. He was on counterattack and I think some crawl or something like that. And because of this A1, attacks 3 times, each hit 35% chance to increase duration of all debuffs 1 turn, buffs up to 50%. So that was the main reason I had him in the clan boss, and that is why I had him in counterattack. And I think that is perfect for this guy. Vizier doesn't get much use anywhere else really. I mean, Fire Knight is kind of handy again for this one. Plus he's got the heal reduction, which is great for the sort of Fire Knight normal. He's passive. Perfect Vow on his champ. I mean, okay, a little bit of damage reduction, but really it was just this A1. This A1 was what was good. Now Warlord has a very similar one, but I think it's was it a 40% chance on a single hit, 25 up to up to 40. So it's a single hit, so it's a lot less likely to have it. But I definitely wouldn't be putting Warlord in a counter attack. But now, you know, now as a 2-piece, there's no reason why you probably couldn't I mean, this is my other warlord. Actually, I've got 2 built. The other warlord I've got is in a stun set, and if I can find him, he's not up there. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where's my other warlord? Where are you, buddy? Sort by affinity. That will find him, right? There he is. So he's in a stun and perception, just because I want to get lots of accuracy to get him fired up. Now, there's no reason why you couldn't, if you get good rolls on that other set, you couldn't put counterattack in. And I think this is what is going to open up so many doors, I think, for adding this piece in. Now, it doesn't stack with the revenge gear, but you could still definitely get 3 sets of revenge gear plus 15%. Then your 2-piece counterattack or retaliation, that's another 15%. Then obviously we've got the masteries, which has a chance to counterattack when they lose 25% of their HP. So that's another 50% chance. I mean, you've got all these little options that you could make some really good counterattack, or not counterattack, but retaliation sort of comps, especially in arena, PvE. I mean, clan boss, that sort of stuff. It just opens up, in my opinion, loads of new options, which is why I think this change for this set is brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. I mean, if you look at who we got, like Vrask. Where's Vrask? Vrask is a great champion where on his passive he will heal 10% of his max HP when he gets a crit hit. So why not, if you can farm, where are you, buddy? Where are you, mate? I just literally had you a second ago. If you can farm him, farm up a real good set. Ignore this, ignore the stats. I don't know why I had him in this stuff, but if you get him in a really good curing set with as much HP as you can. Where are you? Curing set, 20% bonus heal, plus a 2-piece retaliation set, and the masteries for counterattack, and some revenge gear. If you can get it, then he's going to be hitting all day long in PvE, absolutely all day long, for bosses, for clan boss. Anytime he gets a slap, he's just going to be whacking back, because you can see again on his passive, heals 10% of champion's max HP whenever this champion hits crit. So all you got to do, crit cap him, tons of HP, good speed, get him his masteries all sorted out. Mine isn't even done, and even get on the curing blessing, miracle heal, to get all this extra stuff. It's just so good. It's like it's perfect for this guy. Perfect. Vergis, I think. If you had Vergis, I used to use him to solo or duo the Scarab. If you can get him in like a regen plus a 2-piece retaliation, again with any other accessories you can get, he's going to be slapping, absolutely slapping all day long. He's going to keep hitting. He'll get whacked, get his shield up. He'll then hit again if his turn. He'll get hit again. Shield up. It's just, I think it's just so good. It's so, for me, it just opens so many options for some PvP. 15% isn't a massive amount, but for these long boss fights where you're getting hit quite often, then the chances are obviously going to increase. And if you increase it with the masters, if you increase it with revenge sets, it's you can get some good damage just on these retaliation hits. There are so many champions. I would advise you, this is what I'm going to do, guys, right? I'm going to go through pretty much all of my champs, which I've been doing actually. There are quite a few. I'm just going to go through each of these guys and just look at their A1s. Look at all their A1s. For example, Yannicka. All right, we could get her in 4-piece Savage, 2-piece Retaliation, get some, again, revenge accessories. The master is Hooray 1. Now, attacks one enemy 2 times, can place a leech, and then, if this champion is under a Val, it'll do AoE. Nice. And she does a Val. She does a Val by herself. She's got an A2 for a Val, plus also the yeah, that does that. Is that fine? Yeah, but again, you could put with a Rector. There's other people that have skills that put a Val on someone with the lowest HP, so you could set her up to be that person. That person gets their turn, puts the Val in Yannicka. She'll do the move. You'll take a hit from maybe like an AoE, obviously because you've got the Val on. She's potentially retaliating with an AoE, a 2-hit AoE, and she hits hard. She hits very, very hard. Trunda, she's got a great A1. She can do a stun. I mean, there was so many guys that I could go through. I mean, Sigmund, remove shield. So you know, I just love using him in the potion keep, magic keep, I think it is, where the boss has got that ridiculously huge shield. So if you haven't got a buff stripper, Sigmund, he'll just A1. He'll get hit, he'll A1, pop, off goes that shield. It's banished, and then that's it. You can just absolutely lay it down to her. Venus is great. Again, she does poisons. Riho continues heal and allies with less than 30%. This list is just going on. I mean, Bad L, regen, 4-piece regen, 2-piece retaliation, revenge gear. His A1, he's just going to be smacking out his AoE heals, and he's going to be healing. So he's just going to be increasing your solo efficiency with Bad L with the retaliation. It says hit, counter hit. He's going to get hit. It's going to counter hit. And he's going to hit all the ads as well. So, I mean, I don't know. This little change has kind of got me excited. This has got me fired up to go through all my champions. I mean, look, Whirling. You can do a freeze. Yeah, this is look. So you can do a perfect Val on an ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns if the freeze is placed. So again, you could make sure your Yannicka, for example, is it's got the lowest HP, or that sort of stuff, and you can place a Val if he gets the freeze out, and it all just kind of stacks. It's just so much stuff. The A1s, you're probably, for me again, it's made me think more about the champions I've got and what their A1s do. Before, I'd look at a champion and think, no, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about their nukes, their A2s, their A3s. I want to worry about their, again, A2s, what sort of big skills they're doing, what sort of support stuff. But now again, I'm looking at their A1s. She can do a weaken, double hit weaken. She does that 2-hitter, termeter stuff. I mean, a Turvold. Again, Savage Gear with a 2-piece retaliation. This is a massive hit, a huge smack. Attacks an enemy 2 times, plus 55% chance to place in a 25% weaken. And if he's got buffs on, is it that one? What one is it? Oh no, this is A3, but it doesn't matter. Turvo still hits really hard, really hard. Baron, if he counterattacks with this A1, the fallout of his kit, if he kills them, just spreads and just wipes out the team. There's so much stuff. Hedgie, we could put on it. We've got a decreased speed. We could put, if your Hedgie's in a stun set with a retaliation, he's potentially hitting 1 or 2 people. He's going to take them out. Mother Cybele, decreased speed. If she gets hit, she's going to put an AoE hit out with decreased speed. There's just, I mean, Grishnak is, again, perfect for this. He's going to do a free hitter, putting out bombs. Bombs above its place for its skill, and if max speed equal high and 25% will do double damage. Yeah, I know that, but that's a bomb. But obviously when we're using against Bommel, we're not going to get hit. Doesn't matter. But anywhere else, he's counter-attacking with his A1. He's putting bombs out. He's putting bombs. It's just bombs. Biggin, he's got a double hitter, AoE. Well, 1 hit, then an AoE. Hits quite hard. So again, yeah, Machad heals damage and then attacks everyone under leech. So if he is If everyone's got a leech, he'll retaliate and then smack everyone else who's got the leech buff on them. So again, this, for me, this change is one of the more exciting ones, right? Out of this set. I advise you guys, again, get out there and just go for each of your champs and look at their A1s and go, okay, it's pretty cool. I mean, George's A1 is just an absolute tank of a hit. Now, I should be having him in revenge set. I don't have decent enough revenge set. I've got for the Knights Rev, so I need to get some more of that. But I will definitely be putting this guy in Savage, Retaliation, Revenge accessories with the Revenge Master, which I think it's got, because his A1 is an absolute smack of a hit. Absolute smack. And it's got a chance of repeating as well. So there's so many. Oh, Death Knight in Arena. This increases the chance of putting on a provoke. 55% chance goes up to 75% if it's a legendary. If you use him in Arena, you probably are. You're probably going to be running your Death Knight super slow in Stone Skin. You could quite easily take that down to a single Stone Skin with Retaliation, Revenge accessories, and you know, everyone's doing it AoEs because he's super slow, and he's just going back, pop, 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 you know. And yeah, fine, they may have other buffs up, but it doesn't matter. You know, the chance is there, and this is, for me, again, it's just great. It's so good. Sifi, sleep. She gets hit, she'll retaliate, pop, you're going to sleep. If your turn meter's above 50%, they're going to sleep. Tormund, he's got a freeze, AoE. There's just so many AoEs or A1s that have got great potential to you know, to utilize this retaliation change, in my opinion, anyway. And I'm definitely going to be going through these guys when it drops, doing some testing in Arena, in PvE, Clan Boss, in Hydra. I mean, Hydra as well, that's just another kettle of fish. The amount of hits you're going to be getting in Hydra. You know, if you're provokers, where is he? War Chief. You know, War Chief with Magma Dragon and Hydra, you need him to be doing his A1, which is a provoke. If you've got retaliation on there and he's getting hit all the time, he's, you know, it's a trouble hitter, and it can provoke. The provoke is not going to come down. If you're against that annoying head of Hydra and you need to provoke out, he's just going to be laying it down with that extra thing. I mean, we've got him in Relentless there. I think I could probably take out that Immortal set and put a Retaliation. 100%. There's just so much stuff, guys. Honestly, that I've written some notes down, just thinking what else could I write. But it's just tons. I mean, Arena, it could just totally change your arena. So because, I mean, they've got a Retaliation set which they've changed where you can get hit with crit hits and stuff, but that's still a 4-piece, and that was never good. But a two-piece set that you can just fill in the gap of, because every kind of good set is generally a 4-piece set, and that 2-piece filler, I just think is now Retaliation is going to be perfect for so many champions, and to just to throw off people. I mean, it's going to throw off people in Arena. And again, you got your Skull Crowns. Who else we've got? Skull Crowns, Vogoths. I've got Croydon. I could just got a 6-star Croydon actually, which is just ridiculous. Awakened from an Immortal Soulstone. Where are you, buddy? So look, Croydon. He's now. You know, I put 4 pieces of Perception, 2 pieces of Retaliation, or even sorry, hit the mic. I could even do, depending on obviously how much accuracy I'm going to need, but for Finite, I'm just thinking about Finite, you know, 4 pieces of Retaliation, 30% chance to go, Revenge accessories, plus my 2 pieces of Perception. As long as I'm getting tanky, fast, with decent accuracy, you know, when that Finite hits, and he is going to hit, you know, that's another free hitter we're coming out with, plus a chance to freeze. That means turn meter's coming down. So, you know, I don't know. For me personally, guys, I think this is a great change, and I would advise you to go through your champions, look at what they've got on, and just think to yourself, what can this A1 do, right? If it's got some sort of debuff or multi buff, again like Whirlim, something that's gonna, I've put on there like a provoker, a debuffer, an extender, which is like, you know, your vizier, AoE attackers, and healers. Those sort of categories I would go through and just see what you can do. I mean, a single hit, it's a leech, okay, but you know, it's still good. It's still very good. Everyone loves a leech. Again, especially if you're pairing someone with that with Mashald. Mashald is then going to hit everyone with that, with his A1. There's so many A1s out there that you probably don't even think about with really, really good actions. Look, 4 hitter. Takes 1 hit 4 times. Heals now over the lowest HP up to 2% of this champion's HP. So it's a bit kind of Vrasky. I just don't know if it's quite as good. So 2%. It's also 8% heal. I mean, it's not as good, but it's still alright. It's got other stuff that makes Wolfscore pretty cool. Again, I'm not going to go for all my champs. There's hundreds, but personally, I think, guys, once this kicks in, go through all your comps that you're running in all the different areas. Look at all of the A1s, and just think, okay, if I was to get hit, would it be worth putting in that set to get that A1 off? Will it benefit me? Is it going to help? I think you'll be surprised to see just where you probably will, which is why I think this change is great, and I can't actually wait for it to kick in so I can start putting it on my champs. Probably going to have to do a lot more farming now in Ice Golem, because I don't think I've got that much saved actually. But there we go. At least we've finally got an excuse to hit Ice Golem. Right, anyway, there we are, guys. Please let me know in the comments any champs that you think would benefit from this counterattack set. Let me know. I'm glad to. I'm happy to hear what you think with regards to retaliation. I've got a few bits coming up. I'm going to try and hopefully get a video for each of the changes as quick as I can. I've got a lot going on tomorrow. I've just had to quickly slip this in now because we're going to go see Spider-Man at the cinema. Can't wait for that. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.